If New York and Vancouver had a baby, this townhouse would be it. We're right in the heart of Fairview, one of Vancouver's most coveted areas, and in the best portion of Fairview. We're located right here on West 7th, just off Oak Street, and I'm super excited to show you this custom New York inspired, just 12 units in this townhouse development here, Wemsley Mews. And I want to show you just before we go inside the exterior, you can see the nice bay windows, all of the bricks, so it really gives you that nice New York quaint feel. And in behind me, we have a beautiful courtyard that we're going to walk through. So you have the nice privacy here with the gate, and then you have the nice landscaping and flowers that await you when you go into the unit here. So let's go for a tour inside. We're going to take you through the courtyard. I'm going to share some of the details, and I'm going to show you why this 2-bedroom, 2-bath townhouse is a place that you want to invest in and live. So as you can see here, you have this nice private courtyard, and why this is advantageous, you just don't have a lot of the noise. You're just off West 7th here, so it's extremely private. The community here, because there's just the 12 units, everybody knows each other, loves on each other, and has a great community feel here. And when everything is in bloom, we're here in April, this whole landscaping in the courtyard here just explodes with color. You can see some of the flowers here are already starting to pop. The rest of it comes to life in June. So let's go inside. Like I said, 2-bedroom, 2-bath with 2 parking spots, and I'm excited to show you this tour. So as we get onto the main floor here, the townhouse itself is just under 1,500 square feet. Each floor is about 500 square feet. So those are the size dynamics here. As we get into the unit itself, so you can get a ceiling height confirmation, we're at 7'11" in terms of the ceiling height here. And it's a great open concept floor plan here. This is an east to west exposure, so you get the morning sun, and with those exterior bay windows, it does bring in that nice morning sun for you. You have the nice focal point here with the fireplace. This is a live fireplace. If you're wanting to use it, obviously you have to live within the strata bylaws and the City of Vancouver bylaws, but this is something that is quite unique to the units here, and it's a nice focal point. You can center your TV, and as you can see with the open space here, really put your living surrounds around this beautiful fireplace. The kitchen here has been completely updated. It is segregated from the living space, but there have been some other units that have the potential to open this up. Obviously, you have to check in with the strata and the City of Vancouver for those regulations, but that's something that could be added here. As we get into the kitchen here, what I really appreciate, my clients just refaced all the cabinets in here, and they look fantastic. They've all been repainted, they've all been refinished, so it really pops. There's a nice color scheme here with the green tile. You have the AEG stovetop here, again with your AEG appliance here with your stove. Your fridge, and everything that you really need is here. It's all been upgraded, it's not original, so you have a lot of peace of mind. And obviously, because this is segregated from the main living space, there's just a ton of cabinet space here for all your cooking needs. As we pop out into the main space to give you another little viewpoint here, my clients also built this out, a nice little dining nook here, which is perfect, so it doesn't take away from your living experience, and you still have enough room here to really entertain. We have a patio here on the west. There's a nice little bee house here, beehive house, and then you have room here for a barbecue. I'm not going to take you out here. It's in terms of the spacing here with my camera guy, but as we move forward, I wanted to show you just the overall length of the room as well. So from here all the way across from west to east, it's 27 feet. So that gives you a nice example, and you can reflect the floor plan of what you can really do with this space. It's quite open. There's a lot of room, and I love the fact that you have the light coming from east to west. There are a lot of townhomes where you'll just get windows on the one side of the entryway. Then it really starts to feel like a basement suite. This one does not have that. It's light, it's airy, and has a lot of light here. As we finish up the main tour, there's nice little features in here. They have a spot here for storage. They have their Dyson and some more storage space here if you want to use it as a pantry or just any storage in that capacity, we can do that. So let's roll upstairs, and we'll show you what we have. We have the primary upstairs, and I know that just for people that are wondering, this is a really good job of cutting down the noise. I've asked my sellers, because they have 2 young children, Because there's just a little space here, there's not a lot of noise transmission that goes from the main floor to the top floor. And when you shut this off, it cuts it off even more. I know that some townhouses will have this exposed with glass and it looks pretty, it's really aesthetic, but the problem is it lets sound travel. So this home is really ideal for someone who has a growing family and wanting to use the space, which I'll show you for kids as well. For the entryway, for your closet, for all your shoes and jackets, you have this space here and a nice little cute feature here for all your kids' jackets as well. So let's go upstairs. We're gonna show you exactly this massive primary bedroom, and then we're going to show you how they've designed the flex area up here, which is really designed if you work from home or if you have small children. So right off the bat here, when we originally bought this unit, this was all kitted out for a really nice office. So if you work from home, you could obviously use this space from a work from home space, or if you have younger children and they still want to be close by mom and dad, you have a spot here to be able to have them grow with you and be really close to your bedroom as well. You have another nice little window, and it brings in some of that charm of Fairview with some of the heritage homes that align the streets here as well. So as we get into the primary bedroom, it is absolutely massive. They've also upgraded with the baseboard heaters, and there's in-floor heating in the bathrooms as well with these smart MISA thermostats. So let's get into the primary here, just so that you can see how large it is. First things first, we have his and hers closets. So you have ample room for that in terms of what you can do in these spaces here. You have a nice sitting area if you're wanting to read, and these are the views that I'm talking about. We can see Vancouver House. You can see essentially all the way from Seymour almost to Cypress Mountain here just over my shoulder. And I want to show you just how large these bedrooms are here. A lot of bedrooms in Vancouver, and I'm going to go here. This one is 17 feet here across. And if I go here, not into the nook, we're at 11 foot 10. So almost a 17 foot by 12 foot master bedroom here, which is just massive. And you can see here, you got the king size bed with side tables, and you still have room for a sitting area and everything like that. So this is definitely a nice feature here, waking up every morning with the mountains and the downtown views. You really get to enjoy typical and awesome Fairview living. And my clients also just put this up here just for some privacy for their children. You know, there's a couple little things that you could do. If you're wanting to put kids here, wanting to close it off, you could put some of those glass sliders or put something in half. And that is why we focused in on that door and that slider downstairs, because it does cut the noise off. They do have some children here that sleep, and they need to keep it quiet, and it's never been an issue. As we get into the bathroom here, what you'll notice in the home itself, all the bathrooms have been completely updated along with the kitchen, and you'll notice the nice stonework and the attention to detail in terms of the craftsmanship as well. All the lines in terms of the grout lines between the stone, they're all symmetrical. None of these tiles are floating. Really great work, and they've put in-floor heating in here to help. There's also a ton of storage capacity with the cabinetry here that they've laid out behind or on top of the toilet. And then in behind the cabinetry, underneath the vanity, a ton of storage here as well, which is a nice feature to have here. The toilets have been kitted out with some extra features for cleaning and water. And then into the bathtub here, you'll notice all the nice little tile work in here, the deep soaker tub, and even just the nice details here. They put the stonework. You'll notice that a lot of bathtubs will just have the plastic portion. They put the tile here, and they've even matched it so it goes all the way up. And then you have a beautiful skylight in here, so it brings in a ton of natural light. And finally, we have a position here just for extra storage and laundry here. Nice frosted glass here. Again, just the attention to detail. It's not just a regular door. They have this nice design feature. So the bathroom here is really beautiful with that. So you've seen upstairs, you've seen how you can use this as a hybrid space. If you're needing to get another bedroom out of this, or a sleeping area or a desk, you have that accessibility. So let's go downstairs into the basement, and we can wrap this tour up. We are now in the basement, and as I mentioned previously, I just love the flexibility of this space, and I understand that on paper we're a 2-bedroom unit, but we've already seen the flex space upstairs that you can use that as a child's room or an office. And now we're downstairs here, and right when you walk in, this is just a little lounge area. We have the TV set up here. You can get a sectional here, so this could be another kid's room, man cave, whatever you may want, or depending on what you're wanting to do, You could also put in a party wall here, and you have more than enough space to turn this into a third official bedroom. I'll show you the dimensions here. You know, this is 11'7" by 7'8". So if you put a party wall in here, you could easily put in some sort of closet, and you could have another bedroom that's fully decked out. You would take away some of this brick facade here to open up the hallway a little bit, but you do have that flexibility. But if you're not looking for that, I mean, this is great. If you have older kids or a guest staying down here, having their own space, it's great. Downstairs here, you have your laundry room and your washing station here. So you have the nice Electrolux stacker, full-size washer and dryer here. You have your electrical panel, a little build out here for more of your cleaning supplies. There's a lot of storage down here, towels, things of that nature. And then in behind me, you can't see, but there's an access door to the hot water tank. And you can see that the hot water tank was purchased when they moved in, and these are our newer appliances as well. So you have the cost certainty of appliances that are newer, that will work and that will last. You have another closet selection here, and again, my sellers did a really good job cleaning up here, but they're maximizing all the space here with a closet. And then we're gonna get into the second official bedroom here. And you can see, just like upstairs, they have the nice doors with the frosted glass just to keep that higher end feel. And in here, again, this is a nice space for you, whether you have adult children that are needing some more space, or teenagers, or a nice little guest getaway here. So we have a 12'7" by 7'8". That's the size right here of this bedroom. And then they've done a really good job again with the storage. You have a bunch of floating shelves here, a ton of drawers, and this is your closet space here as well. So depending on how you want to sort this out, you have more than enough space. We have the staging materials here, but as you can see, there's a little bit of a patio here that's the west facing, so you have access to that. And then this is another beautiful bathroom that's been completely upgraded. They have the nice aquamarine tiles, and just like the bathroom upstairs, they didn't spare any expenses. They made sure that the tile was down on the bottom of the bath, and it really pops with the color here, nice and bright with the western sun. Again, you have the upgraded toilets with the automatic wash cycles in here, and then with the vanity, a ton of storage and windows here. Townhouse here is a little unassuming. As you come down in the basement, it does go quite a bit when it comes for square footage. So they've done a really good job with that design. So as we wrap things up here in the basement, again, you have the fireplace insert here. You do have a doorway. There's a bunch of storage out there currently. There is no access from the courtyard directly into the spot here, but this is more so of a storage way for your garbage or your recycling or your stroller, anything that you want to put out there. There is some space out there as well. And then finally, we have another closet here downstairs. So just a theme of storage. What's also nice about the townhouse, you do have a storage unit in the parkade as well. So not only do you have the 2 parking stalls down in the parkade, but you also have a storage locker. So you have copious amounts of storage throughout. So that's what we have on the top floors. We're going to hit some neighborhood highlights, and that's a wrap for this tour. One of the biggest reasons why people want to live in Fairview and why you should consider buying here in Fairview is just because of the proximity to all your amenities. Even though the townhouse has 2 parking stalls, you don't need a car whatsoever. You're super close down to the Seawall to get into downtown Vancouver. You go a couple blocks east, you're on Granville Street, you have Whole Foods, all your shopping and banking, and then in behind me here, and you can see with the brick, that's the corner of the complex itself, you have Wicked Café and Mon P2, a beautiful restaurant and cafe that is walkable, that's around 50 feet away from you. So these are some of the area highlights, and you'll see with some of the B-roll of the drone, just your proximity to the mountains and the beautiful views that you get from the Fairview slopes. So my name is Kyle Mark, your Vancouver Realtor, and whether you're looking to buy, sell, relocate, or invest in my beautiful city of Vancouver, make sure you book that discovery call with me. It's in the description below, and I hope to see you at the open house.